FizzleBlossom and the Rattling Drawer. High above the dreaming world floated a city made of pillow clouds and minty moonlight. Soft towers puffed like whipped cream and bridges shimmered with sleepy starlight. This was the home of the Tooth Fairies, brave little collectors who zipped through dreams, gathering tiny treasures from under pillows. But not every fairy was brave. FizzleBlossom, the Tooth Fairy, was terrified of teeth. The sight of one made her wings tremble, and the thought of touching one made her squeak. Still, she couldn't help being curious. What made teeth so special? Why did they sparkle with dreams? She longed to collect her first one, if only she could do it without fainting. One misty moon evening, FizzleBlossom fluttered around her little cloud cottage, practicing bravery in front of a mirror. "Tonight," she told herself, "I'll collect a real tooth." "Or maybe you'll collect snacks," mumbled Nib, a chubby dust bunny perched on a cushion, munching crumbs of sugar dust. His fur looked like a forgotten puff of moonlight. "Bravery grows better when your tummy's full." FizzleBlossom giggled. "I can't eat courage into existence, Nib." "Maybe not," Nib yawned, "but snacks help the waiting part." On her windowsill sat a shimmer jar, glowing faintly. It was said that the jar brightened each time its owner did something brave. FizzleBlossom hoped tonight it would sparkle just a little brighter. As the floating city hushed for bedtime, FizzleBlossom packed her satchel, fairy dust, pillow map, courage snack, courtesy of Nib, and the shimmer jar. She took a deep breath and zipped off toward the Rattling Drawer, the most mysterious place in the city. It was where forgotten teeth were stored, ones no fairy dared to claim. They whispered softly when the moon was full. The drawer stood in the center of the old Tooth Tower, slightly open, creaking in the minty breeze. FizzleBlossom's wings fluttered nervously. "It's just old air," she told herself. But then, rattle, click, tap, tap, tap. "Hello?" she squeaked. A tiny tooth rolled to the edge, glinting like a pearl. "We've been waiting," came a faint voice, not scary at all, more like a sigh. "Do you know what we are for?" FizzleBlossom trembled, but her curiosity bubbled stronger than her fear. "You hold stories, don't you?" she whispered. The tooth glimmered. "We remember laughter, first bites, and brave beginnings. Every tooth holds a tiny piece of courage from when someone faced something new." Her shimmer jar flickered, glowing a little brighter. "Then you're not scary at all," she said softly. "You're full of courage." "Exactly," said the tooth, rolling closer. "Take me, and you'll carry a bit of that courage too." Nib peeked from her satchel, crumbs in his fur. "See? Courage and snacks. You've got both kinds of power now." FizzleBlossom smiled, wings trembling, but she reached out. Her tiny hands touched the tooth. A spark of minty light swirled around her, filling the air with the faint crunch of sugar dust under tiny feet. The shimmer jar burst into brilliant silver light, lighting the whole tower like a lantern. FizzleBlossom gasped, but didn't faint. Instead, she laughed, a bright, airy sound that chased away the whispers. The Rattling Drawer fell quiet, peaceful again. The forgotten teeth gleamed softly, proud and still. When she fluttered back home, Nib was already snoring on her pillow. She placed the glowing jar beside him and looked out across the city. The clouds shimmered with silver sparkles, tiny tooth stars twinkling above the world below. "I did it," she whispered. "I faced my fear." The jar pulsed one last time, brighter than ever. From that night on, FizzleBlossom was still curious about teeth, still a little nervous too. But now, when she felt fear, she listened closer, because sometimes fear was just courage waiting to tell its story. And in the soft glow of the minty moonlight, a new tooth fairy took her first brave flight.